Yeah, Arsenal lose 2-0 to Leicester. In Leicester. Is anybody actually surprised by this result? I'm not. I knew coming into this match we were going to lose or draw. And I'm not saying that to be a defeatist or an apologist. You're like, oh, woe is me, Arsenal. No, we fucking suck. Okay, Arsenal fucking sucks a bag of dicks. And guess what? Leicester has been on the rise. Leicester and Sheffield United are the two teams in the Premier League this season. Flat out. They have been performing. They have been battling. And you know what? They have a great team. Both squads. We've seen them firsthand. And I'll tell you one thing. Those two teams have top 5 ambition. They do. They do. You can see it in their players. You can see it in their manager. You can see it in the crowd. Though, credit to the Arsenal away fans who shows up to Leicester, drown them out from certain, segments of the game where they cheer them on with the chants, the Mesut Ozil song, the Arsenal songs and all that good jazz. But relative to Leicester, Arsenal is on the downhill. Okay, we have a jackass who is a manager, quote unquote manager, that week in, week out, you don't know what the hell he's going to do. All you know is that the football he plays with has no soul. There is no fucking rhyme or reason to how he wants to play. His substitutions nowadays look like panic moves and doesn't make sense. And to me, I trace it all back to the Europa League final a couple months ago, not weeks ago, like many weeks ago, but a couple months back, where we lost to Chelsea in the Europa League final. I could tell from that game and beyond that Emery lost his shit. Like, he lost his marbles after losing that match. And you could see it in his tactics. You could see it in the personnel management. Guy is a fucking arrogant prick who can't get his shit in order. He just can't. You've seen him fall in PSG. You've seen him fall in Sevilla. There's a pattern here, and to me, coming into this match, all I'm thinking is, all right, as long as we can maybe get a draw, we should be okay. But typical Arsenal, start off giving many chances up to Leicester. Despite the fact that you have these shots taken by Arsenal, they have a couple of chances here and there in the first half. But it was Leicester who was literally given chances by Arsenal. You see the Arsenal's defense not being able to hold up the ball in their own half, in their own third even. And they give up really lazy passes so the opposition could just nab at that fucking ball and start attacking right then and there. And to my surprise, Leicester got nothing. And the first half ends 0-0. My big surprise really was Leicester didn't score. Ayoze Perez, I believe he shot off the post sometime in that second half afterwards. So this trend continued where nobody scored. Arsenal didn't concede. And it looked like a fucking miracle because, yeah, you had defenders playing a different scheme this game. No Socrates. You had Holding, David Luiz, Callum Chambers in that center three, Kolasinac on the left back, Bellerin on the right back, wing back, so to speak, for those two guys. And Guendouzi, Torreira, Ozil in the middle with Aubameyang and Lacazette. Now, first 60 minutes, I would say that for the full hour, this plan was working. You were suppressing down Leicester City, and whether you call it luck or not, you were getting those chances to Leicester, and they didn't come up with the goods. So you were getting really lucky in the 61st minute, and then everything just kind of prolapses. Everything just kind of collapses all on its fucking fat fucking face, just like my fat fucking face here, boys and girls. And Arsenal concedes. 68th minute, and it's Jamie Vardy, of course. Of course it's Jamie Vardy. And you see the way from the midfield, from the third of our, midfield to defense, like a third of our squad is just panicking and giving space for Leicester City players to create the pass, create the chance, and it's Jamie Vardy starting the party, getting the goal going, and you see Arsenal just kind of panicking. You see Arsenal, when they concede a goal, they start to panic. They start to get in their own heads, thinking, oh, we got to rush this up. Oh, we got to create chances. You see Mesut Ozil out of rhythm, trying to get things going. You see the panic that is induced in these players. Because, again, you have a jackass for an hour straight. You see your squad playing up to a certain style, but don't adjust. Just figure, talent should be okay enough. But no, talent isn't okay enough. Because on the other side, there's great talent in Leicester City. People keep fucking telling me, like, oh, Leicester's not a top 3 team. I heard it on the fucking broadcast. Oh, they're not a title contender. Well, guess what? Being able to close out really difficult games at home in a really disgusting weather of just pure fucking drenching rain, damn, man, to get a result here is huge. And great championship teams do that. And when it's led by Jamie Vardy, who is let's be honest, man, this guy's a winner. This guy's a fucking proven winner. And for him to drag along all these young cats in Leicester to row as one, essentially, is huge. And in the 76th minute, they were rewarded with another goal, Maddison. And it's a great setup. It's a great setup play from Jamie Vardy, opening up the space for for Maddison, James Maddison, to actually get the ball and get the shot off through Hector Bellerin's leg, a nutmeg shot, which is embarrassing, but you got to give credit where credit is due, man. Leicester City completely neutered Arsenal in this second half. And in that stretch of 8 minutes where Leicester got those 2 goals, you see the gap in team chemistry and in the tactical sense of how things are supposed to be. Because it's not until we concede these 2 fucking goals, Unai Emery decides to use his 2 substitutions. 2. 76th minute Pepe for Holding, 80th minute Willock for Torreira, which I don't understand what the fuck happened to this guy. Like, were you so shell-shocked by the Europa League final that you have prolapsed into a shitty-ass coach who can't fucking manage to save his fucking life? I mean, holy shit, man. You watch Unai Emery just panic week to week during these matches, and you see the panic trickle down to the players who can't find rhythm, who can't get focused, who can't get centered up, and you lose 2-0 away. And you come off as losers right before the international break. Like, am I even surprised at this result? No. I've said it before. I genuinely believe today we are either going to draw 1-1 or lose 3-2. My God, how optimistic was I? We scored nothing, and we conceded 2 in the dying minutes of the match. To Edu and Raul Sanyehi, the 2 men, more or less responsible for this new regime, you have to figure out this Unai Emery situation. We are heading into the international break. We're about to have 2 weeks of no club domestic football. After what's been laid out here before you for the last 1.5 years, nearly 2 years at this point, do you really have confidence going in to another international break knowing this jackass is going to come back, do the same fucking thing? Good evening. Everything is all right. No, it's not. It's not. If you hear Unai Emery saying some bullshit along the lines of, "Oh, we deserve better." No, we didn't deserve shit in that match. We didn't. Honestly, I think we should have been down 4-0. 4-0. Because Leicester was that good. There is that much of a gap between the top four, realistically the top 4 of Liverpool, Manchester City, Leicester City, and Chelsea. You could even include Sheffield United in there if you want to. Just go ahead. Put them in there. There is a massive gap between them and Arsenal Football Club. I can admit that as an Arsenal fan. I'm not a fucking idiot. At this point, what we're seeing on the fucking field, on the pitch, is nothing short of dejected players who do not give a shit about the system, do not want to play for this manager, and quite frankly, you are fucking the fans. Did I mention those away fans who in short bursts were loud as all shit, cheering their football club? Despite the losers we are. Despite the prototypical way we will lose, Arsenal Football Club fans are always there. Now, granted, there is a toxic segment of the fan base who will attack players, will flat out, do really disgusting shit, like try to rob people. Those fuckers who try to rob Ozil and Kolasinac got 10 years. But watching this club fart out results like this week in, week out, it feels like a fucking prison. Set us free, Raul and Edu, please. I don't think Emery is the answer. I mean, I don't think he really has been from the start of the season. And in my eyes, I could trace it back to the Europa League final loss, where I feel he completely lost it. And he's lost my confidence. I've defended this guy for a long time. But watching Unai Emery now and this squad now, it's embarrassing. It's fucking embarrassing. I come in, every match week thinking, oh, cool, we're probably going to lose. We're probably going to draw because we're going to play so down to our potential because of our rigidity, our stupidity, and our genuine lethargy. Like, this club and the way they're playing right now is starting to make me, despise football. That's how bad it is. And I hate that feeling. I absolutely hate that feeling. But unless shit changes, we're going to be stuck in mediocrity. So Arsenal fans, welcome. Welcome to grief, where we're just going to watch Arsenal die for years to come. And just like that, just like my lighter, our hopes are dead.